Hi, how are you doing? I'd just like to touch base on the few things, how I pick stocks and what I look for my market filter and that. So, for the market filter, I find with using DeepView's Stage 2 analysis and Stan Weinstein's analysis, stage analysis. Um, this week, I like to look at it on a weekly indicator, and I also like to look at it with a 6 week and a four week EMA cross, just to make it more sensitive and more combining. Um, so this week the market is in an uptrend. It's in a stage 2 uptrend, which means I'm looking to buy stocks, which I have been, as you can see over here. Um, there's one stock that has gotten me a little concerned. It dropped about 7% this week. Um, is Eat, and I think they're a Mexican eatery. They do a whole and they do a whole bunch of Mediterranean food and that. So really good stock. 40% sales, 40% earnings. They're doing really well. But you know what? It's something to take concern of, and if it starts going into a stage 3 and stage 4 downtrend, then I'll have to sell. But right now it's still in a stage 2 uptrend. Everything looks good, but I'll be watching that one next week to see how the Heikin-Ashi bars act as well. Far more money has been lost by investors preparing for corrections or trying to anticipate corrections than has been lost in corrections themselves. I find that to be very true, especially in my case throughout my history. I've always tried to micromanage the the absolute momentum, when it's best just to let it go on the weekly. Uh, you have to let the compounding effect, time value of money, work in your favor. Another quote by Peter Lynch that I like is know what you own and know why you own it. Um, Fundamental analysis has always been something that has been interesting me. So I'll take you through my process. So app has showed up on the QuellMagi episodic pivot screen that I look at, and also the DeepView leaders relative strength screen. So it's kind of caught my eye, so maybe I'll look into it further. Earnings estimates and sales estimates look to be going up further. It's a stage 2 uptrend. It looks like to be coming out of a base with some good technical characteristics. I then look at the earnings and sales estimates and going forward. Analysts are revising their earnings estimates upwards, which should put a little bit more of institutional money to work, at least in theory, by Len Zak, who did some research on that. But so then I like to take it over to Stockrover and see the investor warnings. It's very yellow, so it's light, very low. So not much is happening. Share dilution, I don't like share dilution, but if it's only 3.5%, I mean, that's not going to cause a great crater in the stock. So that's okay. I then look at what the company does. I see that it's in the mobile app development ecosystem, helping companies, um, market and advertise and monetize their business for web developers and app developers. That's a pretty lucrative business. So it scores pretty well, like growth score 100, quality score 94, sentiment score 93. That's pretty cool. Petrosky F score. It's pretty stable, so it's not like it's going to probably crater tomorrow. So I like to look at the ratings versus peers. I mean, Seeking Alpha does this too, but Stockrover incorporates this on top of their own ratings and analysis and fair value and that. 98 versus, so it looks like it's a leader in its industry. Look at the momentum. It's got momentum. It's got efficiency, almost 100. Overall, it's just looks like to be a great stock. So that's what I look for in a stock from a quantitative spectrum. Um, anyway, thank you.